Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Hey, if you please subscribe and like them please. This is a match preview for tomorrow night's game where PSG take on Aston Villa in the Super Cup final then. Yes, we're nearly at the start of the season now. The start of the Premier League season is just round the corner. And first of all, it's the Super Cup final. It's going to be like a pre-season game. We all know. But both teams have, of course, announced their squads and they're both strong. Of course, Villa got Martinez back, John McGinn, Ollie Watkins, of course. PSG have got Dembele, Doué, all of their best players back as well in Barcola. I've got Luca Dinez in their squad, what I think is funny as well, that he has just signed for them about a day or two ago and he will be in that squad when they take on us tomorrow night. But for this game, let's start with PSG because we know how good PSG are. They won the Champions League last season and that's why they're in the Super Cup. It's the Champions League winners against the Europa League winners. So then, of course, let actually go into it. So, of course, we know PSG are called pre-season. I don't really know much about their pre-season. It is only showing 2 games, but they did truth the other day against Manchester United 1-1, and before that they lost against Monaco 3-0. Like, that was surprising, but PSG, we know they've got a full squad back now. They're a strong team. And yeah, I think they're a really good side. They always win their league. However, for Aston Villa, we have had okay-ish pre-season. Of course, we ain't had our strong squad as well. We do still have one more pre-season game left after this. Our next pre-season game will be on Saturday. So not 3 days after our Super Cup final. Of course, the players will probably be back Thursday. Then, no, actually, they'll stay over there because our last pre-season game is actually in Germany. Sorry. Of course, the Super Cup final is being played in Germany at Salzburg. But our pre-season has been the Mets. It was a 5-0 win against Warsaw and a 2-1 defeat against Porto, a 4-2 defeat against Real Sociedad, a 3-1 win against All Stars, a 3-1 win against Pathum United, and a 2-1 defeat against Bayern Munich. So I think it's been mixed. Some positive soccer. We've got loads of young players. But yeah, I do think it has of course been a mix pre-season. So we know of course we know PSG squad was announced last night. They do have loads of good players in that team. Dembele, Barcola, Doué, Emery, Lucas Hernandez, Hakimi, Fabio Wus, Luca Dinez as well. So they've got of course, full squad, shall we say, and it's going to be an interesting game. However, I think this is going to be probably a tight game. It could go either way, to be fair. I'm just finding our squad because our squad was announced. But yeah, of course, it is going to be a really tough Super Cup final. I know some people, if we get another, if we don't win, people are going to say, who cares, it's only a Super Cup final. What I get, we want to win it because it'll be another trophy. Of course, just looking at this. Right, it is our squad. I didn't find our squad here. But yeah, I think it will be interesting. Here we go then. Of course, our squad is then what was announced about 5-6 days ago. Goalkeepers, we've got Inamano Martinez, Bissot, Reut, and Asmota. Of course, that must be a young goalkeeper. Defence, we've got Cash, Kostanegovic, Konsa, Lindelof, Pau Torres, Tyrone Mings, Ian Matson, Bogard, and Scissor. Then of course midfielders, we've got Bukayo Kamara, John McGinn, João Gomez and Barkley. I think we still need a couple of more midfielders because we are really loose with midfielder. I've got Mansambi's injured. And forwards, we've got Ollie Watkins, Tammy Abraham, Inamano Bundia, Ganacho, Gussand and Allison. So quite a strong squad, but yeah, not stronger than PSG's, but anything can happen in a final. But my prediction on then goalkeeper, I think he's going to play a strong team and maybe play a weaker team on Saturday. I think you thought Mancho will be in that team, but he ain't. But maybe he might play Saturday in the last pre-season game. Give them young players. Probably that pre-season game on Saturday. But goalkeeper Inamano Martinez will start. Right back, I think Matty Cash. Left back, I really don't know because probably actually I don't even know what's I don't know. Ian Matson will start at left back because that's our own left back. That's the full backs for me. Centre backs, I think Konsa and Pau Torres will start. I think both of them probably our strongest centre backs. Midfield, I think will be. I'm gonna go. Probably João Gomez will start. John McGinn. And I'm going to go Lindelof. I'm going to go Lindelof in the middle because, of course, he's played there for us loads. I think he will rest Kamara just for a bit and bring him on maybe 60, 70 minutes. Then front three, I'm going to say Inamano Bundia will start. I think Ganacho is going to start. So Inamano Bundia, Ganacho and Ollie Watkins up front. That's the team I think he might play. Well, yeah, but I don't really know. He might make a couple more changes, but we will have to wait and see. My score prediction then is going to be PSG 1, Aston Villa 1. And it will go all the way to a penalty shootout. So it will end 1-1. I think we will score first through Ollie Watkins and they'll score a late goal, but 1-1. I think we're going to win on pens. You have to be positive. So I do think we're going to win on pens. I've said it to loads of people. I have a feeling it's going to go to pens and I'm sticking with that. So I reckon 1-1 penalties, but yeah. So there you go, guys. There's a match preview for PSG versus Aston Villa. Get your score predictions down below in the comments. And what do you think of this Super Cup final? Of course, PSG won. Did they win last year? I'm pretty sure. I think they beat Spurs on pens. But yeah, of course, let me know your thoughts. There is loads of videos coming out in the next couple of days. Of course, there'll be probably a video tomorrow morning on a prediction, championship predictions. Then, of course, there'll be a match reaction after PSG game. We've got League 1, League 2 predictions this week, National League predictions, match preview for a Tamworth game, match reaction after Tamworth game, match reaction after Villa last pre-season game. So loads of videos. So stay tuned and I'll see you on the next video.